Cranes are a common and important piece of machinery used for material handling on many construction sites. A laborer's day-to-day job activities often involve working with a crane. While lifting a load with a crane may appear to be a simple task, a safe lift is actually the result of careful planning and the use of proper procedure. As with many other tasks, wearing the proper personal protective equipment is very important when conducting rigging operations. Always wear your hard hat for protection from elevated loads. Safety glasses should always be worn. Wearing a good pair of gloves is important. Burrs that develop on wire rope can be razor sharp. A sturdy pair of boots is also very important to protect against a load accidentally landing on your foot. Steel-toed boots are a good idea. One thing to be considered when planning a pick is the location of the crane in relation to the weight, starting point, and destination of the load to be lifted. A mobile crane might need to be moved to an area in order to be in the correct location to complete the lift. Laborers are sometimes called upon to help set up the crane. The laborer can help make sure there are no power lines or other overhead obstructions in the swing area of the crane. Help the operator set the outriggers to their full length. Put the outrigger pads on. Place any necessary blocking under the outrigger pads. And set up barriers to keep personnel out of the swing area of the crane. Before a lift is made, the rigger should always talk to the operator about the lift which they are about to make, so they can both be sure about the destination of the load, the direction of the swing, and how the signaling will be accomplished. The rigger will need to select the proper rigging for the load to be moved. In order to choose the correct size and type of rigging, the laborer needs to know a few things about the load. First, the weight of the object to be lifted must be known. The weight can sometimes be found marked on the object. It's also important to find the center of gravity of the load to be lifted in order to ensure that it will be balanced when it is lifted. This can often be done by simply measuring the load to determine the center point, but must sometimes be calculated mathematically for uneven loads, since their center of gravity will probably not be in their measured center. Sometimes the manufacturer of a piece of equipment has designated pick points, and these will be strong enough to attach the rigging to, and will keep the load in balance when they are used. When the weight of the load and its center of gravity or pick points are known, a laborer can look at a rigger's reference card to make sure that the rigging selected will have enough capacity to handle the weight and rigging configuration. Each component of the rigging selected must be carefully inspected for defects or excessive wear before it's used. Any component that doesn't pass this inspection should be destroyed and discarded. The rigging used might include wire rope slings, synthetic slings, shackles, or other types of rigging components, many of which may be used in combination with each other. Whatever rigging or combination of rigging is used, its combined weight must be added to the load's weight, and it must be of a size and strength that will be able to handle the weight of the load and not allow it to slip.